really quick, wanted to come on and show you guys process a little bit more in detail of what this stick to it goes through. Basically, what you see here is the setup. I'll skip the print. I'll link it in the video. I'll try to printer is a Pro Colored L1800 direct to film print.
You are an idiot.
It prints to the film. It's not vinyl. It's all ink based. The ink you see here, liquid. It's in a liquid form. You can see it is CMYK white. This one here is yellow. You're gonna say yellow. You have black, magenta. I knew it was a different color. But this is the bottle here. It's 500 milliliters, Pro Color. I was supposed to do an unboxing when I first opened my channel, but I didn't get a chance to. Just so much going on and things happening. But this is Cayenne, and they ship this directly to you. It comes from out of the country, so it takes a little minute, but they make sure they take care of you. And any questions you have, there is a chat line. There's a WhatsApp. They do Zoom. They have technicians that'll walk you through it. But this is the bread and butter right here. This is what makes your colors pop. It's the white ink. Basically, what it is the printer lays out the pattern, the color. As you see here, this is a print that I did just for test purposes. I don't own the rights. You can go to Canvas and or Canva and look at the images. And I'm sure everybody that's in the digital crafting t-shirt slash world, whatever, you guys will know how. I'll link tutorials later on how to create designs. You can use Photoshop, you can use Kiddo, you can use numerous of applications. So basically the ink, it lays the ink first, and we have two different types that you can print in. You can print in RGB RGB, and then you can print in CMYK, and that's where you get the neon, the glows, the popping, and all of that nature. So after it lays the ink, it lays a white layer right after it, right up under it. So as it's printing, and I'm sure you've seen in some of my shorts, it comes out like this. Well, not technically, but there's a white film on the, or white ink on the back. What you see now here, I can't put the 10 on it, but there is a powder that you put on as soon as you get it out. And it's very important that you put the powder on. This is what makes the shirt of quality. This is what allows your shirt to last through washes, numerous of washes, so on and so forth. That hoodie you guys see me in every day, I washed this shirt. This was a trial print. This is me taking out the color in the picture, the black. It's called a black knockout. It's a halftone shirt. Good for printing photos or a lot of graphics where you see I have a lion that, like for instance, this picture here you see, if I were to do a black knockout or a halftone or, break it off, I would take the black out of this picture and the black that's in my shirt will show through the picture, which is pretty cool. But once you put your powder on, you have to sift it. It's adhesive. It comes with the printer. You get all the supplies. You get everything you need. A good quality, very good printer. It's only been out a couple years, but once you get your adhesive down, basically, or not your adhesive, but your powder, you want to shift it, get the powder to cover all of the ink. Then you put it in what's called the oven. There's a Pro Colored oven that comes with the printer. Basically, it's preset. You might want to, they give you instructions on how to set everything up, install the drivers, so on and so forth. But, if you're interested, message me. I'll put the link in the chat for a Pro Color, or link in my bio or description. But that's another topic. But once you put it in the oven, it's preset for, I believe, 150 seconds. And what it does is it cures it, puts a what they call an orange peel on back of the film, and that's what keeps it lasting long. So nevertheless, I wanted to show you that people will start reaching out and say, hey, can you do this and can you do that, and you come up with your price, and know how we can be. But again, you get all of the supplies. The ink usually lasts depending on your volume base. So yeah, so just wanted to cover that really quick. And then every day, because it is ink based, you have to run your daily maintenance. You have to keep the ink in liquid form when it's running through the lines. So if you go 2 to 3 days without printing, your ink will gel up, it will clog up, and that's a whole nother monster. So when I tell you guys that I'm always working, I'm always doing things, some prints you see that I wear, some prints that I mess up, and we go on from there. So as I'm tuning my printer in, and I upgraded my heat press machine, and just riding along. And I just feel that it was kind of unfair of me not to really break it down to show you guys it's something that I invested in. It's something that you definitely want to talk over your partner with, or you just want to think ahead, because it's not cheap. So again, I'll explain more as videos come out, but I decided to do a long video. Excuse me if y'all hear my kid in the background. We just got done playing. He's all excited, so he's winding down. And I tried to shoot a video earlier, but just didn't like it, so I'm not gonna let that stop me. I'm doing pretty good. Thank you all to all that stayed tuned past the 8 seconds that's watched in. I'm not gonna bore you to death, and if you hear the noise, that's there is a compartment on the white ink. The white ink is what gels fastest, so you have to leave your printer in at 24 hours. If you tend to go on vacation a lot, it might not be for you, but you have to put your printer on vacation mode, and then you have to take care of the ink. You have to keep it moisturized, but there's a machine that mixes the ink 24/7. So again, I don't want to bore you with everything, but if you have any questions, I'm going to reply to your questions. So nevertheless, let's get to it. I got these pre-printed out. I did it last night, just trying to keep my ink, flowing. So we're going to start off with the kiddo shirt first. And so, it's off here. So basically you want to do is, get your shirt squared away, lay it out flat. It's good to pre-press your shirts because it gets the moisture out, stop anything from, later on where it shows defect in the print. So lay your shirt out. You can now heat tape. I guess it withstands the heat, the temperature. I press my shirts at 320 for 15 seconds. And as you perfect your craft, you'll learn what settings and what temperatures you need. It comes with instructions. The DTF printer also comes with instructions as well. So I'm going to kind of eyeball this one because I didn't take out the measuring. This is for adult front. So basically you put it under the collar. You're probably wondering why I have the measuring tape. Basically what your shirts is, you want to go from armpit to armpit. And what I do is I get a ballpark guess of how wide the shirt is, and then I go from top down so I can get the press nice and centered. So I'm going to hit power. If you hear a couple beeps, that's just because it goes into sleep mode, just to protect, because it does get hot, y'all. It does get hot. So if you're sticking with me past the 8 seconds, I definitely appreciate it. Everybody has things to do, I understand, but I'm not going to hold back too much more information. I just hadn't had the time and the proper planning to get it taken care of. But hopefully you guys got my freebie. That those that are new far as content creators, you can go in my stand store. You can go and check it out. It's free. I'm going to do a lot of promoting in there. A lot of it, I don't mind giving it away. A lot of stuff that I know that people really aren't telling you, but this is no shot to anyone. But I just feel like if you're scared, you're nervous. Look at that's it. That's the machine heating up. But if you're scared, you're nervous, and you're just wondering, what it is your next goal, next thing in life. You don't have to be YouTube, but I'm definitely going to drop some knowledge in my stand store. Some of it will have a price, some of it will be free. But you decide anything, you know. I like, a comment, and subscribe is much appreciated. So I'm not gonna keep boring you guys, but I'm gonna tape it down. But first, I'm gonna make sure it looks centered. Like I said, I'm gonna eyeball it. Kiddo shirt, he probably gonna tear it up anyway. So basically, what I do is I measure the shirt out. I make sure it's centered. I tape it so it can't move. And this is a heat press. I forgot the name of it. HTV rump. But some of them have the lever where you come up. Some of them have the lever or the base where it swivels out to make it easier to put on your shirt. I have to do what I have to do. I caught it on sale at Amazon. And every so often, if you go and look and keep it in your cart, you'll find out that they'll run a lot of sales and you're able to purchase it. So really quick, lay the shirt out. Sorry about that. But it comes with the Teflon paper. So it protects, the heat and, the film in the shirt. I recommend using it. Like I said, it does get pretty hot, but while it's heating up, to 320, it'll beep when it's ready. You can set it hit the A button. There's an automatic where when you press the shirt in, or when you push the drawer in, the heat press automatically comes down. I'm sure you guys have seen it. But again, thank you for tuning in. I'm 12 minutes in, so that's the first. I want to see how many people going to tune in. But like I say, if you got a craft, a skill, and you don't mind sharing it with the world, why not? You know, there's steps in getting your product out there. There's business structures, branding, and so on and so forth. So, again, there was a lot of victories this week. I got my stand store up. I got some clients from interacting, engaging in the comments and jumping on, my family members live. When I say family members, I mean you. But I'm gonna spread the love. I'm gonna watch you guys this video, and you'll see me in the comments. So again, I don't want to bore you, but this is what happens when you shoot a long video. I'm not going to feed you how tos all day, but this is what I go through. Again, guys, thank you for tuning in. If you made it this long, and I'm gonna do this every so often, but the first one to drop a comment, a like, or even a share, this shirt is on me. Just put your stuff in my email, and I got you. Thank you again. Love you all. Be safe.